at times of great difficulty, at times of distress, when it appeared that there was no hope left, what dua did the Prophet say when all hope of this world was cut off? It is mentioned in the Quran upon the tongue of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, but we know from the hadith that the Prophet Ibrahim used it before our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And Ibn Abbas narrated that when the Prophet Ibrahim was about to be thrown into that fire. What fire is this? This is the fire of Namrud. This is the fire that for 3 days and 3 nights it was made hotter and hotter. The fire that they wanted to punish Ibrahim with when they accused him of destroying their idols. And instead of responding back, he mocked them and said, no, must be the other idols who killed the biggest one. They must have been jealous of him. So this young boy Ibrahim, probably 14, 15 years old, this young boy Ibrahim alayhi salam, and we learn from the traditions, he was the only Muslim on earth at the time. There was no other Muslim other than him at that time. And he believes in Allah and he rejects the idols. So when these evil people, when these mighty kings surround him, and they tell him, unless you apologize and come back to our way, we will kill you in this manner. And they torture him for 3 days, and then they make this fire, and before they throw him in, what does he say? Ibn Abbas said, when Ibrahim was about to be thrown into the fire, he said, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. This is the dua of Ibrahim. What does this dua mean? Why is it so powerful? When you say Hasbi Allah, you can only say Hasbi Allah when you know who is Allah. And then you put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A heart that doesn't have Iman, a heart that is ignorant of Allah, cannot say Hasbi Allah. When you say Hasbi Allah, you are affirming the power of Allah, the love of Allah, the fact that Allah knows who you are, what you're doing, how much you need Him. When you say Hasbi Allah, you are saying, oh Allah, I recognize that when you decide to do something, nobody can come between you and your will. There is no strength, there is no power other than you. When you say Hasbi Allah, you say, I don't care who is against me. If Allah is on my side, that's all that I need. So Hasbi Allah is something that is coming from the heart, and it is affirming the power and the protection and the might of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you say Hasbi Allah, you automatically imply, who needs anybody other than Allah? He who has Allah doesn't need anybody else, and he who has everything except for Allah has nothing. Imagine the heart of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Imagine surrounded by a city, an army. The mightiest king alive is in front of him, threatening him, torturing him. He's a 15-year-old kid. There's that fire that's been put for 3 days and 3 nights. Not a single human being in the world, his own father, is on the side of the prosecution. Just imagine. Not a single soul in the world to help him. Yet what does he know? Allah will protect me. Hasbi Allah. Oh Allah, you are in charge of taking care of these mighty armies. Oh Allah, I turn to you. You will deal with this fire. You will take charge of this whole world that has gathered against me. Hasbi Allah. I only need Allah. I don't need anybody else.